And now for the update video that absolutely nobody was waiting for, and that nobody even knew about. Because yeah, as I am recording this, the view count for segment 10 of Boo's Fury is still at 0, so nobody has actually read the description, and nobody therefore is expecting this update video. But yeah, basically, going to elaborate further on the reason why Boo's Fury is going to be going on hiatus, and as well a bunch of stuff that's going to be happening at some point in the future. So I probably could have done this maybe later on in the morning. I mean, it's 2:30 in the morning, but I felt like just getting it over and done with right about now, and just got it out of my hair pretty much. So basically, if everything goes right, I'll be going down to the shops today, and I should be getting one of each of the new tins. So yeah, I'm basically getting all the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff out of the way, so that people who aren't as interested in my LPs can just stop watching once the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff's over and done with. But yeah, hopefully I'll be getting the tins later on today, and I'll have those videos uploaded. I have only one more card left to consider my Dino Rabbit complete, but it's not yet tournament ready, even when I do get that last card, because I still need a couple solemn warnings for the trap lineup. I've got them filled up with Call of the Haunteds at the moment, but yeah, I'm not going to consider it tournament ready until I get those two warnings. I could just take them out of the Elite Beat Hero deck, but I really don't want to do that. I could, like, if I really wanted to run the Dino Rabbit at a future tournament, I could just take the warnings out of the Elite Beat Hero deck and just maybe like have the Dino Rabbit deck borrow them for the tournament. But nah, I don't really feel like doing that. So yeah, once I have the card I need coming in the mail, I will do a deck list video on that. I'll also be doing it'll also allow me to do a deck list video on 6 Samurais, because I have one card left to actually, so that I can consider that to be complete. Like, it's not under construction, I can use it as it is, but the card that I have coming will boost its power to a level in which I could trust it to perform well in a tournament. So I'll have deck lists for those in the future. The Cyrus Truesdale deck will also be complete with this shipping, so but I'm not going to show that deck off until I complete Jaden Yuki and Chaz Princeton. When I'm going to be completing those, I've got no idea, because I only need 2 cards for each. For Jaden, I need Bubble Man and a second Miracle Fusion, and for Chaz, I need Armed Dragon level 10 and XYZ Dragon Cannon. They shouldn't be too difficult to get, although I'd probably have to get the Armed Dragon level 10 from the States, so it'll probably take like a month to get here. That'd be kind of annoying. That's really the only reason now why I don't usually get stuff from the States. I mean, I have no problem buying something if I absolutely have to get it from the States, like with my Shooting Quasar Dragon and my TG Wonder Magician. Had to get those from the States because I didn't really have any options here in Australia. Yeah, pretty much. So I've got those. I've got the 10 opening videos, of course. I haven't yet pre-booked for the Abyss Rising sneak peek. I'm going to go and see if there are any spots left. If there are, that's great. If there aren't, then I will probably be a bit pissed, because I really wanted to get that Ignoble Knight of Black Launcelin card. I think that's how you'd pronounce it. I've got no idea. Because that, I think, may be a decent enough tech in Elite Beat Heroes. I've actually got a pair of Cyber Dragons set out, because I'm thinking I might throw them in alongside Black Launcelin and possibly make rank 5 Exceeders playable in Elite Beat Heroes. But we'll have to see about that. So I think that's all in terms of the Yu-Gi-Oh videos. Because I get paid the day after the sneak peek, so I'll have a shitload of money, and so obviously getting a booster box for Abyss Rising won't be a problem. I don't really have a whole lot of targets in Abyss Rising, to be honest. I think all I'm really after are the numbers. And Bahamut Shark. I kind of like the look of Bahamut Shark. That looks pretty awesome. I think that's a card that Shark uses, so it would be good to pick up one of those for the original Shark Castle deck. So I think that's about it for the Yu-Gi-Oh videos and stuff like that. And so with that done and dusted, now I can go on to the LP stuff. Basically, I decided to put my LPs on hiatus because it's getting down to the last few weeks of school and everything's being like really, really irritating and kind of tiring and whatnot. I mean, the fact that I'm doing this at 2:30 in the morning is a testament to like the time I have to play games, but the fact of the matter is it's cutting into my sleeping time and therefore cutting into the amount of sleep that I can get before waking up and possibly going to school. I couldn't go to school at all this week because of how tired I was, which kind of sucks because this coming week I've got my last exam, which I need to go both days because the first day is because the Tuesday is the only opportunity I have to catch up on everything that I missed in the last 3 days because I've missed 3 days straight, and then the Thursday is just the exam itself. The last 2 weeks should not be that much of an issue, but I'm not gonna like bring the LP back until I might bring it back maybe early. I might bring it back maybe early December, but if I don't, even then that may still pose some issues because obviously, going into November, December, we're gonna have stuff like Christmas and whatnot. So don't be surprised if you don't see another segment this year. Hopefully you won't. Hopefully you will still see more segments. But if it does, worst case scenario, you will probably see a segment at the start of next year, provided of course we even get to next year. I mean, there's the whole frickin' December 21st thing, which I personally don't believe it'll happen, but we'll just wait to see what happens on that day, and if shit goes down, but I personally don't think it'll happen. But anyways, obviously this isn't the kind of video in which to talk about doomsday theory, so I'm just not going to say anything more about that. As for future LPs, I've been considering about what I've been wanting to do. I've kind of lost interest in the whole Luigi's Mansion thing. The plan was to do a hidden mansion run of Luigi's Mansion. Since I have the PAL version of the game, I can that would make it a bit more interesting because it's obviously you take more damage and the whole place is mirrored. So basically you pretty much just got to think of all the directions that you normally go and then try to go in the opposite. So it's weird, and I think it'll be interesting. Plus the hidden mansion is the only way in the PAL version to get the rank A mansion, because in the regular mansion the most amount of money you can get I think is somewhere in the 140 millions, and the PAL version requirement for a rank A mansion is 150 million. Therefore you're required to go into the hidden mansion because you can get more money in the hidden mansion. So yeah, I think the max for that is about 180 million. But yeah, that would be kind of interesting, but I kind of lost interest in Luigi's Mansion in general. If I'm gonna do a console LP at some point, because I really want to do an LP off console, I think the setup I'm going to do is just bring the preview window up on Pinnacle, and then just use this Camtasia recorder that I'm using now to record just record that screen, and that shouldn't pose too many problems. The quality may be a bit crappy, but at least it'll be better than dead or nothing. So for my first LP, it's going to be on a GameCube, but I don't think it's going to be Luigi's Mansion. My other options, if you have an idea about which one you would like to see the most, I mean, just feel free to drop it in the comments section if you want to. I'm thinking I want to do either Metroid Prime, Mario Sunshine, or Pikmin 2. Pikmin 2, Pikmin 2, my plan is to do a no-death run of that game. I'm not going to do an 8-day run because that's just crazy. I've seen Bicked Up on a Bus's run through that game, and it's just like, my god. I could if I increased my speed, but I really don't want to do that. Mario Sunshine, I'm thinking I might try a coinless run. The only problem would be like having to take the memory card out every time, which kind of gets annoying. So I may not go ahead with that. And with Metroid Prime, I'm thinking I might do I'm either gonna do 100% run or a 33% run of the game. I can't do a 23% run of the game because I've got the PAL version, so I'm not even sure if a 23% run's possible in PAL version. If it is, then hooray, but I'm still not going to do that. The 33% run of the game would just be to just get all the stuff needed for a 23% run, plus a couple of other bits and bobs like thermal visor, spider ball, and whatnot, and then just get a couple of missile tanks and energy tanks so that I can actually take hits a little bit better. So yeah, either one of those. And I think that's about it. If I wanted, in terms of something on emulated stuff, I am taking a lot of interest in wanting to do a Pokemon run. If I'm gonna do one of those, it's gonna be a ROM hack. I don't really think that just a regular, just normal game would be really that interesting. I think that a ROM hack with a greater challenge and the potential to capture every single Pokemon in the game, I think that just sounds a bit more interesting in my opinion. If I do that, the top candidate will be Pokemon Volt White, because I've done Blaze Black. I've almost done Blaze Black. I still have to do post game stuff on that, but yeah. And so I was thinking I might go with that if I'm going to do a Pokemon run, and then maybe later on down the track I'll do Volt White 2 once all the bugs on that have been sorted out. So yeah, I've been rambling on for 12 minutes now. I'm actually kind of surprised that I lasted this long. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I've gotten just about everything I wanted to say out and into this recording and whatnot. So is that everything? Yeah, I think that's everything. I mean, maybe yeah, because that's pretty much all I feel like doing at the moment. So if you watch Yu-Gi-Oh videos, I may have something up, maybe within the next 12 hours or something like that. It could be. Yeah, so there. I can't talk. But yeah, basically, long story short, if you're a Yu-Gi-Oh player, if you watch me for my Yu-Gi-Oh videos, I may have a video up maybe within the next 12 hours, like I just said. We'll just have to see what happens. LPs, obviously being on hiatus for an undetermined amount of time. If I do get around to resuming my Soul Silver run at any point, I will still record the gyms when I can. I mean, that's not on hiatus at all. That just gets uploaded whenever the hell I feel like playing Soul Silver and get up to one of the gyms. So, yeah. Now I'm actually done rambling because I'm starting to lose my ability to talk, and my throat is starting to bloody feel like I just sandpapered it. I keep going, I'm probably going to sound like croquet. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, me being creepy, me being rambling, gonna stop that now and hopefully get some sleep. So, see you for whatever the next video is that I bust out, I guess.